Okay guys, Duke Brender here. In this video I want to talk about using mirrors and how they can help you start to visualize what your opponent sees when he is fighting you. This starts us down the path of the full visualization techniques. And this one is going to be just a discussion on, as I said, fundamental visualization and what your opponent sees when they're fighting you. And first thing I want to show is mirrors that I have. So hopefully this can show. So I've got a pretty big mirror here. My big mirrors are old mirrors from old houses I've owned in the past that had them on the closet door, and they worked really good. You can see this one's a big one. That's 6 foot by 2.5 feet. I've got a number of other ones. This one is a little bit smaller, about 5.5 feet by maybe 18 inches. This one becomes not really that effective, though still useful if this is all you have to look at yourself in for fighting visualization and perspective. But really the easiest way to do this nowadays is we don't need a mirror. We can just go ahead and set up our phone in selfie mode, and even though the screen's a little small, we can view it later, but we can go ahead and do that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sword and shield. So, and again, depending on where you have your phone, you want to be careful, because right now I'm looking down at the phone, so it doesn't really show my guard position, is where if I was looking in that 6 foot mirror, it's more of a one-on-one view. In fact, I should probably have that phone set up so that it's in a higher position so that it can be more one-to-one for me, and then I can't see my feet. So it does get to be challenging with a phone, but I think we can still do it. So now, is that where I want my shield? My head looks pretty well protected for a block, over here. Can't see too much of my leg, but it's a shorter shield, so leg's always going to be out. But we know that. We look at that. And where's my guard? Is my guard up in here? Down in here? If I put my sword here, obviously I have to block in here. But these are things that this kind of a tool allows you to effectively have a chance to help yourself when you're doing your own training and trying to create opportunities for yourself to see what your opponent sees. The mirrors. So seeing that mirror, I can be, in my guard, see my feet. There we go, and my body turn, where my hips are, where my hands are. Obviously, I'm holding the phone so you could see it. I wouldn't normally be doing that, But what am I doing here? If I turn, come in here, saber guard, etc. It just helps show those things. So, again, this is just another tool using the mirror or the selfie mode for videos for yourself to better see what your opponent's seeing, so you can see where your strengths and weaknesses are. This is a visualization technique that starts to help us in our heads see the picture of ourselves fighting when we're fighting somebody else, and instantaneously know, based on where we're putting our guards or our feet or our hips, etc., if we're standing up too much or squatting too low, what those strengths and weaknesses instantaneously are creating for us and making for us in a way that we now have trained that enough and seen it enough and visualized it in our heads. So visualization in time becomes something that isn't through the use of a mirror or a phone. It's through the visualization skills that we've created and developed, almost like a sixth sense. So I have been trying to figure out how to video this lesson for a while, because it's kind of difficult, but hopefully I'm getting a little bit of my this training concept across, and we'll go from there. Again, any questions, write them in the comments. Thanks, guys.